Lighting plans for my new Jeep Gladiator Mojave. Well, new to me anyway. Well, good afternoon everybody, and welcome back to Automotive JT. I'm out here cruising around in my new, to me, Jeep Gladiator Mojave. And I was thinking about lighting. I've got some plans. I thought I would share it with you guys while I kind of think through it myself. But before we get into that, I wanted to give you a quick update on the new wheel and tire setup that I have. Recently, I posted up a video of the mod that I did to the center caps. Check that out if you haven't. I actually like it a lot. I wasn't quite sure when I did it at first, but after looking at the truck and having them on there a little while, I really like them. Also, the tires. Love the tires. I am now convinced, after having the Falcon Wild Peak AT 3Ws on 3, 4, 5, I don't know, different vehicles, they are absolutely the tire to have if you're looking for capability and comfort. Capability in that they're great in the rain. I haven't had any rain on this truck yet, but I have in other vehicles I've used them in. And comfort. They're smooth. They're not the quietest thing out there, I'll tell you that. So if you're really into sound or sound bothers you, maybe they're not for you, and you're probably better off just to stick with the all-terrains that come on the truck, you know, the old highway tires. But otherwise, I can't find a thing wrong with them. They look good, they sound good, they feel good. Well, they make a sound if you're into it. And I think they're capable off-road as well. They are set up to be kind of a dual-purpose tire, so highly recommend them if you're in the market and you're looking for a good tire for primarily on-road driving, I would say. The Falcon Wild Peak AT 3Ws. Now, let's get into the main topic today, and that is lighting. First of all, let's talk about the bumper. You're thinking, well, what the heck does a bumper have to do with lighting? Well, I had talked before about getting a new bumper for the front of the truck. I actually contacted the company, honestly, to see if they work with YouTubers, because, you know, why not? And I haven't heard anything back. It's been about a week or so, something like that. So I'm thinking either I'm too small on this channel, or no, they don't work with YouTubers. So I've kind of given up on that idea because, frankly, I'm not going to spend the price that they're asking. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the stubby bumper that I had from the other truck. If you remember, I removed it because Mom didn't want it. I'm going to put that on the front of this truck because I do like that bumper. It's the knockoff Rubicon style stubby bumper without the ends on it. Truly a stubby. And then it has the hoop on the front. Now, the reason I'm doing that, well, other than I just like it, I'm going to put the lights that I had on the other truck on the front of this one. And I think they'll look even better on this truck because they're amber. And amber with the Schnazberry red and the orange accents, I think is going to look really cool on this truck. So we're going to hook those up after I get the bumper on, obviously. Now, that brings me to another mod, I think, and that is that auxiliary switch that comes on some Jeep Gladiators, and not this one, unfortunately. It wasn't included in the package. You know, where you can hook things up under the hood and then you have a switch. I think there's 4 options, if I'm not mistaken, inside where you can control accessories. We use that actually on Randall's truck when we put the lights on the front of his. So I think I'm going to investigate that. If I recall, it's quite expensive though. So depending on what kind of deal I can find, or maybe they work with YouTubers. I don't know. I'm probably going to go ahead and get that, because if I don't, then I'm going to have to add some sort of a switch in the knee plate up front like I did in my other truck, or maybe even get a wireless controller. I've looked into the wireless controllers before for this truck, which I could get. I mean, they would work just fine. The problem is there's nowhere to put them. There's no good space under the hood to attach them to, like there is in the Toyota Tacoma. In the Tacoma's engine bay, there's all kinds of room, but I just didn't see a good viable place to put it in the Jeep Gladiator. So I'm really not wanting to do that. That leaves me then that auxiliary switch, which I think would be great. It's a more OEM application, if you will, and I think it would look pretty darn good in the truck. So I'm going to investigate that a little bit. I think that's probably the way that I'm going to go. Now, in addition to that, I'm also kicking around the idea of putting a sport bar, like a roll bar, on the back. They do make them for the Jeep Gladiator, and there happens to be a scrambler in my area where the guy has a roll bar on his, and he's got the big old KC lights up there. Now, I don't know that I'm really looking for KC lights, but I think it would be cool to have that sport bar back there, the roll bar, and then go ahead and put some lights up there to shine out over the roof of the truck. I think that would be a pretty neat look. Do I really need them? Well, no, probably not. But hey, you never know. Better to have and not need, as people are telling me about four-wheel drive over on my Tacoma channel, than need and not have. So I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to slap a sport bar on there, a roll bar. I'm not quite sure what. You know, the bar that I have on my Toyota Tacoma, which, by the way, if you haven't checked out that channel, it's Rob Motive, and it's all about Toyota Tacomas, a lot of mods and things that I've done. But the sport bar that I have on that truck, coincidentally, is called the Gladiator. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that it fits the Gladiator. So how fitting would it be to have a Gladiator sport bar on the Gladiator truck? And it does have room up there, or a setup to put lights in. That's what's key. I could still put lights on that, and it would look pretty good. And I do like it on the Tacoma, so who knows? Maybe I could pull it off the Tacoma and put it on here. I don't know. I doubt it, because I really do like it on the Tacoma. So another thing I'm going to do with lighting, this is a pretty minor thing, but on the corners on the front, of course, we have the side markers. And a little piece of those is amber. Now, it doesn't look bad, again, because it is a red truck and it does have that orange accenting on it already, but I think I'm going to go ahead and put clears on there. I had clears on the other Gladiator. Of course, it was white. It looked even better with clears on there, but I think it would look pretty good on this truck too. Ideally, if I could find the whole thing, I suppose I would smoke it all out, because I think that would look pretty cool too. Who knows? And then I want to mention one more thing. Fog lights. On the other truck, in the stubby bumper, I had smoked LED fog lights. Those are still in that bumper. So when I put that bumper on this truck, I will, in essence, then have smoked LED fog lights, which I think will look pretty good up there. The only issue, and I think I'm going to have to change it out, is the rest of the truck is not LED. Again, not part of the package for this truck. I already know what I want to do with the taillights, another lighting thing, and they are LED as well. Anyway, I just wanted to get on here, kind of shout out a little bit of what I'm looking to do, get your feedback. If you have any ideas or things that you've tried, I'd be very curious to know. Leave a comment. Also, real quick, I do have 2 additional channels. Rob Motive, all about Toyota Tacomas, and Rob Motive MT, all about mini trucks. Check them out, and if you're interested, please consider subscribing. Thanks for watching. Stay lit out there. Bye.